Everyone, and Happy New Year. It's Kirei here with my very first layout for 2022, and I'm using the January Fox box, the Moments title from that one, and I'm also using a couple of these sets from the winter collection, the Mini Pines and the Cool Stars. You can see them just there. Okay, I'm using some white cardstock as my background, and then I'm just pulling out the photo that I'm using, and it's my husband and myself with our godson when we took him to Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park at the end of November. And we'd never been before actually, and it was fab. We had such a fun time. There's lots of rides. Actually, I don't go on the rides. I leave that to my husband. So we did that. We had loads of yummy food. We had the sideshow sort of, games, and we went and saw a stunt show. So we had loads of fun. So I just wanted to sort of capture this one. It was a great photo of us in front of the sort of lights, the arches that were lit up. It was really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm using the Echo Park Winter Collection here, and I'm just pulling out some of the different papers, and I'm sticking to sort of all the blues for this one, and I'm just pulling out strips. I'm sort of going to create like a corner sort of two-sided layout here, and I'm just deciding whether I'm going to add in that sort of check pattern there in the colors. I'm not completely sure about it. Wood, no, definitely not going to use wood grain. I think I use a bit of the whatever's on the other side. Oh, I don't know. No, I think I decided not to. So I'm just sort of looking through the different pattern papers and figuring out which ones I'm going to work with. And I really like this one with the snowflakes because that's sort of perfect as well. It was cold when we were there. You can see we're all bundled up. I mean, we were there all afternoon and into the evening. So the sort of snowflakes and the wintry blue colours were perfect to go with our photo. So I've sort of pulled those check ginghamy ones off, and I don't use them. And then I'm just looking at this coloured one here. Again, I'm just deciding it's actually from whether I want that sort of bright colours in it, but actually I pull in that sort of tealy greeny blue and just add a little strip of that to the side and the top there. So I'm just playing around and deciding how I'm going to place all of these. So I think I'm going to move on in a minute, and I'll come back and it will all be done and stuck down. I've distressed all the edges of those and then stuck them down, as you can see there. And I'm just got the Moments title perspective there, just sort of looking at where that's going to sit as I place my photo. Now, I did have a look and decide whether I was going to use a pattern paper background for this photo, but actually I had so many other patterns there underneath it. I decided to just stick with using a few layers of the white tissue paper. So just trimming that off. You'll see I actually took it and then actually crumpled it up. I quite like that sort of effect, so it's just not completely perfect. And then here's one I made earlier. The other corner, I decided I needed something to balance the top left. So I'm going to have a sort of corner cluster in the bottom right. So I've stuck the strips together, but was just obviously playing around with the placement of those. So I'm getting the photo stuck down. I stick it with just a bit of sticky foam tape at the top, and then it's flat at the bottom. And then I'm just having a look here at what I'm going to add in, and I've actually brought out some trusty punches, this nice big snowflake one, and I have another smaller punch that I'm going to also do. There you go. Sometimes I just forget that I've got these, and actually they sometimes add just the right extra embellishment. I'm just using plain white card and just adding them and dotting them around onto the layout in the top left and in the bottom right. So a mix of the large and the small snowflakes here. So then I've got the coordinating sticker sheet with the collection. I was just trying to unstick it on my arm there, but I brought out the anti-static bag now. And it was perfect because it actually says walking in a winter wonderland, which was spot on because we were absolutely at Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park. So I'm going to stick that down, and I'm just sticking it down with some sticky foam on the back, and that will go down in that bottom right corner. And then I can work out where I'm going to get those snowflakes. Bringing out my trusty T-square to make sure everything's obviously straight. I couldn't possibly have it wonky. Okay, just another final check here before I get that stuck down. And then I'm just going to play around with the snowflakes and work out where they're going. Oh, I'm just lifting up the edges here of these small pieces. And then I think, what am I going to do next? Okay, it's still playing around. So I think I'm going to move it on in just a minute and you'll see the snowflakes all stuck down. Here we go. And then I've just started to add some of the embellishments. Now, I'm sorry, but I did lose some of my video, so you didn't see me stick down the perspectives, but I'm just showing you them here. I've added the mini pines, the cool stars, and of course added my title moments, and then the word winter from the matching stickers. And then there's some other coordinating ephemera and enamel dots and puffy stickers as well that I've added to the cluster at the top and on the bottom right. Then just adding my journaling, as you can see here, the close-ups are coming up. Here's the title. Then we've got a couple of these mini pines and some of the lovely navy perspective stars. There we go, another cluster there, and some more of the stars. So I hope you've enjoyed my layout. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.